How's it going, everybody? This is Jeremy from GamerTel.com, and this is PlayMemories Studio, brand new application just released for the PlayStation 3. It's in the PlayStation Store, $14.99 if you want to buy it outright. There's a 30-day free trial, and if you are a PlayStation Plus subscriber, it's free, so more free stuff for them. And what this is it's a video and photo editing application. Lets you stitch together photos, videos, or a little bit of both. And yeah, there are some applications for the PS3 already that kind of does that, but PlayMemories Studio ties into this brand new thing that Sony's doing with the PlayMemories brand. There's going to be a PlayMemories Online that's going to offer some cloud storage. It's going to come out next month. It's going to tie into this. There's going to be some desktop applications and some mobile applications as well. So it's just one of those cross-platform dealies that Sony is trying to make a buck on, and we'll see how that works out for them. So for right now, I'm just going to show you around this, and you can make up your mind whether or not it's going to be worth your money. So just going down into some things that you can do. You can copy images to a different storage device. If you have a camera or a phone or just something USB enabled plugged into your PlayStation 3, you're able to take photos and videos straight off of that and begin your editing with those. They can be saved to your hard drive as well, but it's not essential, but I would recommend it because when I plugged my phone up, I have a whole lot of photos and stuff on there, and it locked everything up and I had to do a hard restart. So my advice is to get everything that you think you're going to want to edit on the hard drive already to make it easier to access. You can upload images to external services, meaning like Facebook. There is no option to upload to YouTube. If we go into the settings here and go to online access settings, you see that you can upload these things to Facebook. I don't know why YouTube's not there. It seems to be a no-brainer if you're going to edit videos, but you know, maybe in the future. The settings are pretty basic. You just select how large you want the display to be. Make sure that it's in line with your television screen. You go to the image display settings that says if you want to have sample images or if you want to view 3D images, because there are some already preloaded into the application. You can adjust the sound effects and the slideshow music that seems to play automatically. It's like the stock Sony music. It's nice music, and to my knowledge, I haven't found out how to put your own music in there. There's probably a way, but PlayMemories Studio doesn't do a very good job of telling you how to do everything. It's just kind of trial and error. And TV output settings and cleaning up image database information, blah blah blah. Let's go to view it. Before we do that, the edit my list option is when you decide what you want to put into your work of art. It all goes into your my list. So it's basically a playlist of things that you want to put in one big project. But for right now, we're just going to go to view. We are in timeline view, and I have a few things already here. I have a couple episodes of the tester that I never deleted. Here's some photos that I took, and here are some of the stock photos that's already on here that Sony placed in the application. This is a 3D video. What is that? It's some sort of weird crab spider thing. Anyway, we're just going to back out of that, check out some of the other images here. If we can start at the top, it's all in chronological order, except for 1946. I don't know what that's for. But here are just some things that Sony has placed into the app. You can just go forward. You know, they're nice photos and all. And what you can do, like if I wanted to do something with this photo, for example, if I hit triangle, we get this little menu that comes up on the left side. You can add a favorite stamp to it, or you can apply visual effects, or you can rotate it if you want by clicking L2 and R2. I don't really know why you want to rotate this image. It's a native widescreen image, but you know, whatever. And you can also capture a screenshot. So if this were a video while it's playing, you can take a screenshot and then use that screenshot in something else if you like. Here's some of the visual effects. There's not a lot of visual effects, and really these are just effects that you can probably find in a default application on a phone. But this is how it looks normally. This is a little sepia effect, soft focus, bleach bypass, hard monochrome, soft monochrome, regular monochrome, cross process. Over here is toy camera. We've got miniature, and we have invert, negative, positive. Kind of looks like the end of the world, doesn't it? So you can apply these different types of filters to your photos if you want. Let's back out of this. Other things that you can do, you can go into your sub menu by pressing triangle here, and you can access this travel playback mode, which is going to have a map, and it's going to tell you where these photos were taken if the photos were geotagged. So now we go around the world, and and this is pretty neat in its own regard. It's a nice little effect. It's not helping you edit anything, but it is pretty nice regardless. And where are we now? Yeah, so that's neat. But this is not about just looking at pretty pictures. No one's going to spend $15 to look at pretty pictures and see how they look on a map. What people are going to want to see. Oh, and here are some different views that you can use. Oh, let me go back so we can check out the different views. There's map view, telling you where all these pictures were taken around the world. Very nice. But anyway, like I said, this isn't about looking at pretty pictures. This is about putting together your own little work of art here. And I did just that. But before we look at mine, let's create a new My List comprised of different photos. So what we're going to do here is you're just going to add some photos to the My List based on whatever is on the hard drive, or if something is plugged in to your PlayStation 3, let's take photos and videos right off of there. So let's just select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just select those 5 images, hit X for enter, and here they go right here on this timeline. And from here you edit each photo individually. So if I want to start off by editing the photo of this bird, the options that I have are I can add multi-action effects, and it's not a lot, it's just a slow zoom effect, or there's a zoom in effect, or there's a slow zoom out effect. Not a lot of transitions or anything going on here. You can add subtitles here on the top, the middle, or the bottom of the photo, or you can just add caption boxes, which when you add text you just see the letters, but when you add captions the letters are inside of this sort of transparent blackish gray box. And to my knowledge you can't change the color of the font, it's just always going to be white, so that's also quite limiting. And it almost looks as if there's some more options planned. You see there's 3 empty boxes here, so I don't think that that's limited to the trial, but it definitely seems like there should be something else here. Here are some basic sound effects that you can listen to add inside your video or your photos. Yeah, it's nothing that I would really like to use, but let's just see what they sound like. Here we go. People cheering. Have some applause here. Sigh. Cats meowing. A dog, I guess. Lions roar. And there's another different category. Here's some onomatopoeia sounds. I don't want to add that. Onomatopoeia sounds, some gaming sounds here. They're very basic things. Yeah. So probably not something that I would want to put inside of my videos or my photos, but you know, to each his own. So this is how you actually edit things with this. So I can go to, if I want to add a subtitle, and this can get kind of confusing. And this music always seems to play. I don't know how to turn it off. So the first thing that you decide is, where do you want the subtitles to go? Do you want it to go at the bottom, which is this first option, or if you want it to go to the middle, or if you want it to be at the top, or if you want it to be at the bottom as a caption, in the middle as a caption, at the top as a caption, at the bottom with the caption and a sound, at the middle with the caption and a sound, or at the top with the caption and sound. Yeah, I know. So let's just go for the very basic one and say, okay, I want a subtitle that's going to be at the bottom with no sound. And so you have to pick the duration of the caption. You want it to last for 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or all the way until the very end of the photo. We'll just pick 3. Oh, made a mistake here. First you have to put in the actual text. So I'm going to put bird. B-I-R-D. So once you do that, you have to press X. And then you'll see these options at the bottom where you press square to add that tag. And it pops down right here. And if you don't want it to be in the beginning, if you want it to be like in the middle, you press triangle to adjust the tag. You select it again. You go to move. And then using the directional buttons, can't use the analog for this, but use the directional buttons to just select where you want it to go. And if I want it to go right there, I press X again to drop it down. And then I just press start to go into preview mode. And we press play. Bird. And by default it has this sort of slow zooming effect, and it'll continue to loop and loop and loop until I decide to change it. So I can add something else to this if I wanted to apply a visual effect to this as well. Say I wanted this bird to, if I wanted to use this miniature effect, I just simply press enter, and that's automatically going to be dropped right into that timeline. So if I play again, I still have the visual filter applied to it, and I also have the subtitle applied to it. So, and you do that for each and every one of these images. Something else that you can do by going into the sub menu is you can choose, where is that option? You can select the playback style. Do not set means just leave my stuff alone. Simple style is what we're basically using now. Rapid style is when everything moves rather quickly. So if we just start up the slideshow here, it has different music. And so everything is just kind of moving faster than normal. Or we can also choose to go for a more relaxed style and to see how that differs. Things are slower, more relaxed. Music is different. And if this is something that you actually wanted to share on Facebook, then by all means you could. But you know, seriously, it's not like iMovie, for example. iMovie is also, it's very plain, and you know, you don't get a whole lot from iMovie, but you get enough so that even if you're not a seasoned video editor, you have enough options there to, you know, make something that's pretty decent and passable. And you can get that on your iPad or your iPhone, and you know, spend $5 on it. But you know, seeing how this is $14.99, and then from what I'm seeing, it seems quite limited. I don't know. But anyway, I am going to play for you now the video that I made when I first downloaded this. So I'm just going to shut up, let you look at it, and yeah, here we go. And I think that just about says everything. $14.99 for me to put together something like that. Now, granted, that's a very simple video that I just threw together. I didn't spend a lot of time with the different caption boxes and the different zooming effects, but it really doesn't matter because it's not like you have a lot to choose from anyway. I really did think that there would be much more going on with this application, and if there is, it's quite buried because I'm pretty decent when it comes to fiddling around with editing applications like this, and if there is some gems buried in here, Sony does not make it very obvious. And compared to some of the other things that you can spend your money on to edit videos, even if you don't have an iOS device and can use iMovie, frankly, Windows Movie Maker is a lot better than this, and that's free, I believe, with just about all Windows PCs. So yeah, in my opinion, PlayMemories Studio, as I see it right now, $14.99 just seems a bit of an insult. But hey, you can throw together something to make it awesome, then by all means, let me know. This is going to be up on YouTube, so have fun with PlayMemories Studios, make some masterpieces of your own, impress your friends and family as much as you can before the 30-day trial expires. So that's all from me, folks. Until next time, I'm Jeremy with GamerTale.com, and the music will take us out slowly.